So if there is any outstanding expenses or outstanding income which is given in the opening balance sheet, that has to be deducted. So we don't know about donation. So if there is any adjustment relating to donation, we shall consider the same. Till then, let it be blank. If there is any outstanding expense or income of the previous year, has to be deducted. If there is any outstanding expense or income of the current year, has to be added. Maps and charts, since it is a capital item, so it does not come under income and expenditure account, so it comes under balance sheet. Hello everyone. Welcome back to the 6th session of the chapter Not-for-Profit Organization. I am Harshita, lecturer, Department of Commerce, Vidyashram PU College, Temple of Excellence, Mysore. My dear students, in our previous session, we had solved problems relating to subscriptions, specific fund, and we had solved practical oriented question. So the thing is that we have to identify which are the revenue items as well as capital items. In today's session, we shall go through 12 marks problem. So under 12 marks, so you have to prepare income and expenditure account and balance sheet, and it is very easy to score. You might feel that it is a lengthy solution. Make sure that the only thing you have to remember is that you should know to identify which are the revenue items as well as capital items. Then it is very easy to prepare income and expenditure account and balance sheet. Now this is a case where, so they will give receipts and payment account as well as opening balance sheet in the question. So we have to prepare income and expenditure account and balance sheet of the not-for-profit organization. Now go through the case. Preparation of income and expenditure account and balance sheet when opening balance sheet is given in the question. So they will give opening balance sheet in the question. Now go through the problem. Following are the balance sheet and receipts and payment account of Jyoti Education Society, Mangalore. So here they have given Education Society's receipts and payment account as well as opening balance sheet. Now which education society it is? It is Jyoti Education Society, Mangalore. Now go through the balance sheet. So they have given balance sheet as on 31st March 2018. So what is this? This is opening. So this is opening balance sheet. Clear? Now under the liability side, we are having capital fund and audit fees outstanding. Now where this capital fund has to be taken? So it has to be taken under closing balance sheet. So we have to take this capital fund under closing balance sheet. If there is any life membership fees or legacies, or if there is any donation which has to be capitalized, so that has to be taken under, that has to be added to capital fund. Next, audit fees outstanding, and the next one is under the asset side we are having cash in hand, maps and charts, 5% government bonds, subscription outstanding, furniture. So here this opening cash in hand will not be taken in the solution. Clear? Because this cash in hand is that of opening balance sheet. Next we shall see about maps and chart, 5% government bonds, subscription outstanding. So if there is any outstanding expenses or outstanding income which is given in the opening balance sheet, that has to be deducted. Now subscription outstanding. So subscription is a income. So it is a outstanding income of the previous year, right, or in the beginning of the current year. So it has to be deducted where under income and expenditure account. And here also there is audit fees outstanding. So audit fees in the sense outstanding expenses. So it is the outstanding expenses of the previous year or outstanding expense at the beginning of the current year. So it has to be deducted and it should be shown under income and expenditure account. Next, furniture. So furniture, it's an asset. We shall see what are the adjustment relating to furniture and we shall take into consideration. Now go through receipts and payment account for the year ending 31st March 2019. So here they have given receipts and payment account. The first thing, when you see the receipts and payment account, you have to identify which are the capital item as well as revenue item. Now we shall go through the receipt side. So to balance brought down. So it doesn't comes under, or we are not going to record under record in a solution. So to balance brought down will not take in a solution. Next, to subscription. Now what is this subscription? It is a revenue item. So where we are going to record our revenue item? Under income and expenditure account. And the next is donation. So there are two types of donation, as I told, specific donation as well as general donation. So we don't know about donation. So if there is any adjustment relating to donation, we shall consider the same. Till then, let it be blank. And the next is interest on government bond. So it is a revenue item. So it comes under income and expenditure account. Next, coming to the payment side, audit fees. So it is a revenue item. So it comes under income and expenditure account. Next, rent. It is also a revenue item. So it comes under income and expenditure account. Maps and charts. So since it is an education institution, maps and charts is a capital item. So where does capital items will come? So it comes under balance sheet. Next is stationery and postage. So it is a revenue item. So it comes under income and expenditure account. Next, salary. Salary is also a revenue item. So it comes under income and expenditure account. Next, functions. It is also a revenue item. It comes under income and expenditure account. Next, balance carried down. So balance brought down will not take. Balance carried down will be taken as cash or bank in our balance sheet. Clear? So this is a closing balance of cash, because receipts and payment account is prepared in order to know closing balance of cash or bank in, or closing cash in hand or cash at bank. So this balancing figure will be taken as cash under the balance sheet of a not-for-profit organization. Next, we shall go through the adjustments. So the first adjustment is audit fees outstanding, or audit fees to rupees 2,500 still due. So still due in the sense what? It is outstanding audit fees. So if there is any outstanding expense or income of the previous year has to be deducted. If there is any outstanding expense or income of the current year has to be added. So here the adjustment is given that of current year. So outstanding audit fees, outstanding expense. So it has to be added. Added where? Under income and expenditure account once, and once it has to be shown as a outstanding expense is what? Outstanding audit fees is a expense. So outstanding expense is what? It's a liability. So it has to be shown under liability side of the balance sheet. And the second is charge 250 as depreciation on furniture. So while preparing income and expenditure account, where we are going to record this depreciation on furniture, so it has to be recorded under income and expenditure account under the debit side, and it has to be deducted in the balance sheet from the furniture. So you know, if there is any depreciation, it has to be deducted from the fixed asset. And half of the donation is considered as revenue. Now here we have left blank because we didn't knew what is donation, right? Whether it is a revenue item or capital item. Here they have told half of the donation is treated as revenue. So half should be taken as, half should be taken in the income and expenditure account, and rest half has to be taken where? In the balance sheet. Because half is treated as revenue item and half is treated as capital item. So half is taken as half is taken in income and expenditure account and half in balance sheet. So once it comes under income and expenditure account and once in balance sheet. So here how to show in the balance sheet? So we have to add to the capital fund. So as I told, if there is any capital item like donation, life membership fees or legacies, so it has to be added to capital fund. So in the balance sheet we will add to capital fund. And the next is outstanding subscription rupees 2,000. That is outstanding subscription of the current year. So what you have to do? Add where? In the income and expenditure account, and once it has to be added to income and subscription in the income and expenditure account. Then what is outstanding subscription? So it is a income, outstanding income, right? So where do we record this outstanding expense as well as outstanding income? So this is the liability side and this is the asset side. So under liability side we are having outstanding expenses, then asset is what? Outstanding. Income is asset. And if outstanding expense is liability, then prepaid income is liability, prepaid expense is asset. Clear? Now outstanding subscription, that is subscription is income, so outstanding income is what? It is asset. So it has to be shown under the balance sheet under the asset side. Next, subscription received in advance, it is income received in advance, that is prepaid income, that is what? It is a liability. So here subscription received in advance, it has to be deducted from income and expenditure account once, and it has to be shown in the liability side of the balance sheet. Next, they have asked us to prepare income and expenditure account and balance sheet as on 31st March 2019. So 31st March 2019, in the sense we are going to prepare closing balance sheet. So we have to prepare income and expenditure first, and then we have to prepare balance sheet. The thing you have to remember is that, so under income and expenditure account only revenue items we are going to take, under balance sheet only capital items we are going to take. Now we shall go through the solution. So first we have to prepare income and expenditure account. So how to begin? We have to write the education institution name or the not-for-profit organization's name. Here what it is? Jyoti Education Society, Mangalore. Then with the heading income and expenditure account for the year ending 31st March 2019. So at the end of the year we are going to prepare income and expenditure account. Now you know the format, we are having debit as well as credit side. So under debit side we are having expenditure amount, under credit side income and amount. Now how to begin our income and expenditure account? So we have to see our receipts and payment side. So whatever which is there in the payment side has to be written under has to be recorded under expenditure side, and whatever which is there in the receipt side, in the receipts and payment account, has to be recorded under income side. Now we shall go through receipts and payment account. Yes, now we shall start with the payment side. So here we are having, first is what? Audit fees. So where we are going to record? We are going to record under income and expenditure account. Now we shall see whether there is any adjustment relating to audit fees. First we shall see opening balance sheet. So opening balance sheet we are having audit fees outstanding. So as I told, it has to be deducted from income and expenditure account. Why it has to be deducted? Because it doesn't belong to current year, because in our income and expenditure account we are going to record only current year's transactions, right? So it has to be deducted 2,500. And the next is, in the adjustment also there is audit fees. So it has to be added in the income and expenditure account. Now how we are going to record? Two audit fees 2,500 which is there in the receipts and payment account. Next, audit fees outstanding in the previous year which was there in the opening balance sheet, and audit fees outstanding of the current year which was there in the adjustment 2,500. 2,500 minus 2,500 is 0. 0 plus 2,500 will get 2,500. Clear about audit fees? Next, go to the second item under receipts and payment account, that is rent. Rent 1,800. So in the opening balance sheet there is no rent. In the adjustment also there is no rent. So we are going to record the same, that is 1,800. Next, the third item is maps and charts. Since it is a capital item, so it does not come under income and expenditure account, so it comes under balance sheet. We shall see later. Next, stationery and postage 250. So there is no opening stationery and postage in the opening balance sheet. There is no adjustment relating to stationery and postage. It means that it remains same, 250. Next is salary. So salary is also a revenue item, 8,000. There is no salary in the opening balance sheet. There is no salary in the adjustment also. So we are going to write salary 8,000. Clear? Next item is functions. So there is no function in the opening balance sheet, as well as there is no adjustment relating to function. So it remains same. So 1,050. So functions 1,050. which is the next item, balance carried on. So as I told, it has to be treated as cash in hand or cash at bank, and it has to be recorded in the closing balance sheets. Now we are done with our payment side. Now we shall go through receipt side. So as I told, this balance brought down will not come under income and expenditure account or balance sheet. And the next is subscriptions. So subscription is a revenue item. So it has to be written 20,500, but there is subscription outstanding in the previous year, that is in the opening balance sheet. So we have to deduct that. Then in the adjustment also, there is adjustment relating to subscription. Subscription outstanding 2,000, that is of the current year. So we have to add, and subscription received in advance, that is minus, it has to be deducted because we are going to receive in advance that of next year, right? So we have to deduct. By subscription 20,500, which is there in the receipt and payment account, and less outstanding subscription of the previous year, which was there in the opening balance sheet. Clear? Next, add subscription outstanding at the current year, which was there in the adjustment. So subscription outstanding of the current year has to be added. Next, subscription received in advance, that is it has to be deducted, which was there in the adjustment. So subscription outstanding at the beginning of the current year, deduct. Subscription outstanding at the end of the current year, add. Subscription outstanding subscription received in advance at the beginning of the current year, add. Subscription received in advance at the end of the current year, deduct. Now we are done with all the adjustments relating to subscription. So when you calculate, you will get 20,000, which is the next item under receipts and payment account, that is donation. So here they have clearly told that half of the donation has to be capitalized or half of the donation has to be treated as a revenue. So it is a revenue items. By donation 2,500 into half, you will get 1,250. Next is interest on government bond, that is 850. Now what is interest here? 5% government bond, that is they have given 31,000. So what should be the interest? 31,000 into 5%. So interest should be 31,000 into 5%. So how much you will get? 1,550 should be the interest. But how much interest they have given? They have given only 850, right? So they have given only 850. So remaining 700 is what? So remaining 700 is outstanding interest on government bond. So by interest on government bond 850, which is given in the receipts and payment account, add outstanding interest, that is 700 is outstanding interest. They have not given, we had calculated. So total interest is 1,550. Clear? Yes. Now go through the adjustment. We are done with all the transaction in the receipt side. Now go through the adjustment. Audit fees still due. So we have already recorded under income and expenditure account. Next, charge 250 as depreciation on furniture. So we have not recorded it. So where do we record depreciation on furniture? So under the expenditure side of income and expenditure account. So they have directly given 250 as depreciation. So we have to record that. So to depreciation on furniture 250. Next, half of the donation is considered as revenue. We have taken into consideration outstanding subscription and subscription received in advance. We have taken into consideration. Now we have to balance our income and expenditure account. Now how to balance? So we have to calculate the debit side. So when you total the debit side, you will get 13,000. So when you total all these transactions, you will get 13,850. What about the credit side? So credit side is how much? 22,800. Now credit side is more, right? That is 22,800. So we'll write 22,800 both the side minus 13,850. So I'll get 8,950. Now what is this 8,950? So as I told, the balance of income and expenditure account would be either surplus or deficit. So if the credit side is more, it means what? Surplus. If the debit side is more than credit side, it is deficit. Now the balancing figure is a credit balance. So our balancing figure is what? Surplus. So our balancing figure is surplus. Clear? Surplus is how much? 8,950. Now where do we take this surplus? So we are going to add to capital fund in the balance sheet. So capital fund, add surplus, and all the capital items like life membership fees or donations, legacies. So capital items has to be added to capital fund. Now clear about income and expenditure account. Here the main thing you have to take into consideration is that you have to see the receipts and payment account and record all the revenue items only. If there is any adjustment, that is if there is any adjustment that has to be added or deducted, that has to be taken into consideration. Clear? And the balancing figure would be either surplus or deficit. Now go through the balance sheet. Now how to begin our balance sheet? So your balance sheet will be same as profit seeking entity. Your format is same. You will be having liability side as well as asset side. So balance sheet as on 31st March 2019. Now what is this balance? This is closing balance. Closing balance sheet. So they have given opening balance sheet. Now we are preparing closing balance sheet. So in order to prepare this closing balance sheet, first we have to see our opening balance sheet and record all the transactions one by one. Now we shall go through opening balance sheet. So we shall start with the asset side, cash in hand. So as I told, the cash in hand what they have given in the opening balance sheet we are not going to take because it belongs to previous year, right? So the balance carried down in the receipts and payment account has to be taken as cash in hand. Why it has to be taken in as cash in hand? So what is the main intention of preparing receipts and payment account? In order to know closing balance of cash in hand as well as cash at bank. So this balance carried down is taken as cash in hand under the balance sheet. So how we are going to record? Cash in hand 8,900. Clear? Next item under receipts and payment account is maps and charts 1,600. Now see the receipts and payment account, they have given maps and charts here also. So as I told, since it is a capital item, we are going to take under balance sheet. So that was the opening balance sheet. Now they have given 3,400. So what they have given here, so it's nothing but it is purchase. So in the sense they have purchased maps and charts again. Clear? Now what we have to do, how we are going to show under balance sheet? Maps and charts 1,600 which is given in the opening balance sheet. Next, add purchases. So it is given in receipts and payment account. So they have purchased 3,400 worth maps and charts. So 1,600 plus 3,400 will get 5,000. Next item is 5% government bonds 31,000, but there is an adjustment relating to government bonds, right? Outstanding interest. So outstanding interest, how much we had calculated? So outstanding interest is how much? Add outstanding interest 700. So government bonds 31,000, add outstanding interest 7,000. So when you add 31,700. Which is the next item under opening balance sheet, that is subscription outstanding we had already deducted because it doesn't belongs to current year. So we are not going to take under closing balance sheet. Next is furniture 3,250, but there is a, now we shall see whether there is any purchase relating to furniture. So there is no furniture here, it means that we have not purchased, but there is a depreciation on furniture 250. So we have to deduct that. So furniture 3,250 less depreciation 250 will get 3,000. Next we are done with all the items under the asset side of the opening balance sheet. Now we shall see the liability side. So capital fund, where we are going to take this capital fund? So as I told, so capital fund has to be taken in the closing balance sheet, and if there is any donations or receipts or life membership fees, so it has to be added. Right. So capital fund 36,400 plus, so here there is a donation, right? So half of the donation, that is half of the donation has to be considered, that is 2,500 into 50%. So how we are going to record? So capital fund opening balance 36,400, add surplus what? 8,950 plus donations. So donation 50%, that is 25,000 into 50% we will get 1,250. So we have to add this, we will get 46,600. Now we are done with capital fund, and there is outstanding audit fees in the opening balance sheet we are not going to take because it belongs to previous year. Now see the adjustment. Audit fees outstanding still due. So as I told, it comes under liability side of the balance sheet. So outstanding expense is a liability, so we shall record that. So outstanding audit fees 2,500. Next, charge 250 as depreciation on furniture. So we had already deducted from furniture. So we had already taken half of the donation we had taken. Next, outstanding subscription rupees 2,000. So outstanding income. What is outstanding income? It's a asset. So outstanding subscription 2,000. And the next adjustment is subscription received in advance. That is prepaid income. Prepaid income is what? Or income received in advance. So it is a liability, right? So so it has to be written under the liability side of the balance sheet. Subscription received in advance 1,500. Now we are done with all the entries. So the total of liability is 50,600 and the total of asset is 50,600. Here also under not for profit organization, the total of asset should be equal to total of liability. My dear students, in today's session we had gone through 12 marks problem where opening balance sheet as well as receipt and payment account is given in the question, and we had to prepare income and expenditure account and balance sheet. So don't get confused. Under income and expenditure account we are going to take only revenue items, under balance sheet we are going to take only capital items. In my next session, once again I am going to discuss one more 12 marks problem relating to opening balance sheet where opening balance sheet as well as receipt and payment account is given, and we are going to prepare income and expenditure account and balance sheet. See you all in my next session. Till then, take care. Thank you.